Yo, good morning everybody. You join me actually at like 7:30 where I don't want to shout too much. It feels very quiet with where I am. Yeah, ended up going on a walk for hours last night. I'm up early this morning, or I'm up now, should I say, because at 8:30 I've got Carol and Belinda in preparing for the kilo sale. So I'm going to get in for that. And going to help them sort of basically organise and prepare the rails. Hopefully I can find a few more England related things for some TikTok content, just to use that for that really. I know football's on today, and for all those that are watching that, I hope your team win. No, I'm only joking guys. But yeah, gonna get on with some stuff and get cracking on. I do want to go to Ashby de la Zouche today, which is like just another place to capture some content. I just think being out and about grabbing content is like, I just want to keep on that momentum a little bit, and I feel like the more time I just spend just doing that, the more I'm going to find exactly where we're going to be going with it. So anyway, less whispering, more getting into it. See you guys in the next one. I just realised this is probably a feature that would be nice to do. Let me show you what I'm wearing right now, because it might not last for long. So I've got this 1997 Eagles tee on, and then I've just got these like denim jeans with with the sliders. How's everybody doing since we last spoke? I'm just off on my customary walk to get the coffee. 8:10. You know how we do. It's time to get some caffeine in the system. I'm gonna go for a latte today, not that anybody asks, but yeah, that's where we be right now. Yeah, look, this is the actual customary. No, you're alright, don't worry about it. This is the literal customary thing right now. We're absolutely posted in the coffee shop as per, checking how the videos have done from yesterday. And yeah, just seeing what's what. I'm thinking today as well, because it's gonna be like a kilo sale. Look how nice it is with the plants and stuff up here. It's well nice. Let me see if I can just position it like that. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, so the POA of the day is going to be sorting out the ladies when they're coming in like 10 to 15 minutes. Just getting like, I don't know, just getting like all the kilo stuff ready. Because it's literally this Saturday. I've not really, if I'm being honest with you, I announced it on TikTok again, and like, it nuked straight away. So, well, I had a conversation with my friend, Vintage Real I know, like, he always says, just call me whatever, but he has like about 50 different A-lists, and he was just saying, that point that I just made, that I've just literally forgot. I've actually forgot what the point was I was just trying to make. Oh man, it was on the tip of my tongue. Oh yeah, that was it. How sensitive, whenever you do TikTok, how sensitive they actually are. As soon as you, thank you. As soon as you do something like that, honestly, just nuke the account. So I'm basically just gonna have to go in as many charity shops as possible and just like outweigh that. Also, this looks like the neatest array of knives and forks I've ever seen. They look like they are going for battle. Pretty sure I've just been watching this guy for a while knocking on the door of a Curry Indian takeaway, but it opens at about 7 p.m. That wasn't what I wanted to come for this clip for. Just, we're gonna have my mindful coaching, right? He's somebody who's like in a real like good practice with like sort of being aware of sounds and stuff. And like one thing I try and sort of notice is like the sound of birds, but sometimes it's actually quite interesting how much of a conversation is going on. Like, I know you like might think, what is this video spend? This is a day in the life of a vintage reseller and you're talking about bird sounds, but it just sounds like quite nice and peaceful. I need my coffee. My eyes aren't actually, I don't think my eyes have been created by me for today yet. So yeah, we're gonna do a live stream. I think I've got to pick up the sort of slack that I sort of did yesterday. I wasn't proud of myself, should I say, with yesterday's live. I let a situation, I didn't even let a situation win. I just reacted in a real sense, in kind of like the means of like, I did a couple bails and I was like, I can't be asked to do this. You know what, I'll be honest with you, the thing is how it is as well. When I do individual items, even if they go for low prices, I get that sort of like dopamine of seeing like items go. Whereas when you're doing a bail, it's like running 30 items that then nobody wants, then you're like, oh man. But like, understandably, there's a bigger investment to be at play, and it needs more preparation for people to know when you're doing it. So it was to my own detriment. I went out at lunch for lunch with Marge yesterday, and I came back, and if I'm honest, she was like, do a live, and I was a bit like, I don't really want to do a live. Like, it just felt like there's no point to force it. You may as well be in the right space. So that was actually a subject of like not really wanting to do it. But today we are in better spirits. I just honestly, I'll have this coffee and then I'll have another one and another one. Yeah, we'll just keep it moving and grooving today. But hopefully you are having a good day so far. What are we on? It'll be Friday, so hopefully the week's been good. Tick, we're off. And yeah, I'm going to show you a few different bits today as well. Hopefully going to, Izzy, shout out to you, asked for a request on looking at some sort of different ways to flat lay things. So that'd be a nice thing to do. And I'm sure there's other little bits and tips and tricks I can get inside as well. Because there's some real good questions on you know what I'm going to do? I know I said I was responding to some of your comments on YouTube. I'm going to respond to some points that have been made on TikTok as well. Some people have started to ask some really interesting things about charity shops, and I've started to learn some interesting things. So the first place of people I have to like pass it over to is you guys, because that's where I'm relaying it. Some of the TikTok, honestly, it's like, it's in the algorithm, mate. It's in the algorithm, which is a brilliant thing. So yeah, that's going to be what the POA right is of now. I've literally got a few minutes until they get here. I think it is literally, is this them coming in now? No, not them coming in now. So yeah, they're going to be here in literally the next 5 or 6 minutes. And then we're going to get going with the whole day. I mean, I don't need them to get going with the whole day. I'll get going with it anyway. Like, you know what I mean? Let's just come and bother these for a minute. Let's just get that customary shot. Are these like actually doing anything up here? What is going on up here? Can you tell me with the camera?
What's going on up here?
Yeah. How's everything going? How's it looking? This is for
Really
you.
well. We're having the right sort out.
Yeah.
Getting everything in the right
Are we going
place.
through? What are we going to go through these bags? Is that what we're doing with these as well?
Yeah.
So are we going to pull? Are we putting all the branded on the rails, or are we?
For tilt.
Okay, so that's what
Some
the
bits are going to go on the rails.
right.
Rails and tilt.
Yeah.
Tilt and rails.
Rails and tilt and
Sort
rails.
the men's out as well.
Okay.
Thank
Women
you,
a few
thanks.
words actually today. That's okay because mysterious is sometimes interesting. We like it. We like it. So they're just cracking on with that. To be honest with you, they're just gonna get literally. They're honestly, Marge said. I think they're like racehorses, not racehorses, but I think they're on a mission. Yo, the lighting's flipping beautiful this morning. So yeah, I'm gonna get ready to do a live now. That's next. Right then, guys, the time is 17 minutes past 11. The journey for Spen to clean the camera before and to read the time is going to be an honest thing that we're going to do. Now, basically, I'm going to head off to, in my head, a few people have been telling me a few places. This place called Ashby that's about 25 minutes away. But in my head, I want to go to this place called Rugby that is about an hour away. And the reason why is just because of a few things that are there. Now, it's a nice day today, and the sun's out, and everything's in a good vibe and a good spirit. You know, we're in good things. Now, I wanted to touch back with another request I got to sort of go over a little bit of a technique with different folds. And because the sun's nice outside, I wanted to take you with me to have a look at some bits. And basically, I'm going to shoot you some examples on the other phone quickly and briefly, because unfortunately, I'm going to have to use the other phone that I'm trying to charge in order to go out for the example, which is fine. I'm not giving you problems, I'm giving you solutions. So I'm going to show you a pair of jeans, some techniques that I would do for shooting it in different varied ways, and how you could create different perspectives with just one pair of jeans on the floor on flat lays outside. So yeah, we'll take this pair of denims outside and we'll have a look. The ladies are just up here getting the kilo sale ready. I'll show you that. It's coming on Friday. Very excited for that. But we've got an absolute beauty of a day. Like, it's so nice. And if I'm being honest with you, like, the perspective of where I'm going to basically help show you what, it's just going to be here, because there's no cars, there's nothing here, and I'll show you a couple perspectives. Now, whenever I come outside, one of my things is always, how do I find pockets of like shadow that I can capture a good look? Because for me, whenever I shoot photos outside, I'm always thinking, it's that inner Instagram mind I've got. It's that inner, I'm working on a square format, I'm trying to create something with a good perspective, I'm trying to, most importantly, not get people's money, not waste their time, but get their attention, because attention weighs more than money and time. So if you've got someone's attention, you can then, as a result, gravitate towards their money, or by helping them invest in more time with whatever you're doing. But the main thing you need to focus on is attention over both the other two, because that's where you'll get the most leverage. Most importantly, I'm going to show you this pair of Levi's jeans, how I would shoot them, how I would shoot them for different perspectives, and what those different perspectives would actually mean as a result. currently being flipping distracted by the plane up there. But I wanted to show you this one and why I don't personally like shooting them in this perspective, right? So a lot of the platforms that you use will be in a 4x3. They're not all in a 4x3. And what that means, by the way, is that you're in a square format, okay? So it's in a square format like this. So it cuts the picture, sorry. So the thing is, what's the problem with this? And this is really hard because I've got sunglasses, so I'm not even sure if I'm capturing the trousers in this one. It's this man. So literally, hang on. Like I can't see the shot because of that. A second, hang on. Now, the reason why I hate shots like that is because firstly, one of the main things that's really hard to jeopardize is this is of an inverse of where you need to be. Like realistically, to make this look good, you have to be so high up against it so that the perspective around it sits really nicely. As a result, you're further away from the item. As a result, people are less connected to the product. And this is one of the laws as well. You got to think about it like this. This is something that I was taught in like films a lot. And it's like in whenever I was doing like film production and stuff, is as like with uni and like with school and things like this. Like tight shots on a camera suggest like an intense part of the conversation. Like the way that the camera is positioned and how tight that shot sits with like a two shot. So whether it's two people in a film of a shot, whether it's someone's eyes, the intention in the depth of a shot or the zoom or the magnification of it is always relative to the feel that they want to give. Now, when we bring it back to this item, the main goal I want from you guys that are taking a photo, or the main goal that you should be focusing on, is when somebody scrolls through the abyss of products that exists on all these platforms, does it stand out? Does that item actually look clean? Has it been presented well? For me personally, I hate seeing photos like this. Do I do this on the website? Yes. Do I think it's the least like successful one? Yes. I think the most successful one for trousers is a totally different ball game in itself because it is one of the most highly returned products on the internet, but it's also one of the most undersold product lines, i.e. ASOS used to always ask for more trousers to be uploaded because as a result, people didn't delve with them because they had a high return rate. But realistically, all we need to do is just sell them more affordably and give more information and show them well. Let's show you another perspective. Now personally for me, I prefer like this perspective quite a lot because what I like about that is I think that as you look, so I'm not going to take a photo of this, right? What I'm going to do is I'm going to pretend that you guys in this camera are the photo. It's the opposite way to what it is, but you got to look at it like this, right? Look how the further away you are, what are they? They're a pair of blue jeans. The closer you get together, what are they? Oh, they're nice jeans. Closer you get together, oh, okay, they've got this different discoloration all over the bottom of them. Like, it's all about closeness to it. And with shots like this, you can get really close and have a perspective. Now, would a photo like that on its own actually sell the jeans? No. Would it give you all of the perspectives? Obviously not. You want to show certain parts of the details, most importantly. Like, the way that you position a flat lay is equally as important as the detail you choose to enclose with it. For example, this has got a buckle fastening, it's got loose bottoms, it's got a bit of a different colour on it, it's got a different type of a Levi's tag. So all these different factors would be considerable features to mention. But when it looks at like different perspectives for a flat lay, there's so many different product lines for it. In this example of jeans, I think that there's a few ways that you can do consistently and efficiently. I'll show you ones that you can do that are more experimental but might be less e-com driven. I just wanted to show you this one of one that I don't like as well, and I know I'm not trying to show you ones not to do, but I think it's just important to have a little look at them. Now the perspective of that to me just doesn't sit right. It's like that intention of this was the mode to sort of make it look good, but you know when you kind of think I want to have another perspective, how do I do it so that it's like it's there, does that work? Could I do it like that? Okay, it doesn't even look like a pair of jeans. Like the aim of the game is to make sure that the item you're selling looks like the item it is. You know, there's just certain details that I would show with different trousers and different pairs, but I think realistically you're always best showing them like this. I think personally shots like this are always nice when you can see the two different legs, you can see that perspective, and it doesn't feel too restricted. I think that this is also like an alternative way of the same thing. It's like an inverse of the same shot. They're the ones that I like to do. And I'd also just make sure that you can see this detail really clearly. This and this. These are the details that they want other than that sort of stuff. Now, I'm only really going to do short and sweet little like insight bits as we go along with these things, just because at the minute, like, just wanted to include that little shot for it. But there's so many ways that you can take different products and different shots. And maybe in time, I'll get the studio back like maybe in time I'll get the studio back in here and I'll show you, you know, like show you guys a bit more about what we can do in there. Like studio spaces aren't something that everybody has, obviously, but like you can do a lot with with different types of things. Yeah, anyway, most importantly right now I've got to go and get these phones on charge because we are getting ready. The sun's out and I'm just thinking I need to be filming some videos of some trade shops right now. So yeah, we're off. Just before I do that, I wanted to come in here and show you quickly. This is the progress for, so this is where the men's are going to be at the minute. Like, look at this coat. So this is what we've actually started. So this is quite good. I think some of these, I'll find out in a minute. Basically, we've got loads of £7.50 kilo rails. They're normal, but this, I think this is a new bit that we're going to be doing like different prices. And they're up here, absolutely. What we've got going up here.
Women's being organised.
You know the bundles down there, are they the £2 a kilo stuff or something from the tubs? What you got going on with them?
In the tub is the £2 ones. Coats are being taken upstairs and there's a pile on the floor of broken zips, so whether they'll be like 50p each or whatever, or the £2 a kilo rubbish.
Cool. Nice. Right, so that's what we've got right now. So that is this system down here, and it is all coming along nicely. Like I told you before, I'll say it once, I'll say it again. No, because of last time when I was doing the, hang on, let me put this phone on charge. Because of last time when I was doing the like the kilo sale, I was posting a lot of it on here as well, and that was what was really annoying about it as well. Is it's not annoying, but like I was chatting about it on here because like I could, but then because like the whole business part of processing is not working for it, I have to do it in like different ways, which is totally fine. So I'm gonna make some content for Instagram probably tomorrow because it really doesn't need much announcing. I honestly, I might have mentioned this before, the law of like immediacy always works in my mind. I.e., if people have got loads of plans for the weekend, that's fine, right? As most people have plans. But I think that realistically, for my kilo sale, or like the ones we do, people wouldn't like plan. They wouldn't be like, oh my God, we've got to go. They might do, but they wouldn't be like, oh my God, we've got to come to this weekend. Like, we've got to stop all plans for this. Do you know what I mean? So when I announce it just as and when, it's like, I'm letting people know instantly, like, hey, do you want something to do this weekend? Saturday, 10 till 2, we'll be here. And yeah, it'll be good. We're gonna have loads of bits, like a development of the idea last time, and I'm literally gonna go and pick some other bits up, potentially for it as well, some other stuff that we can get on the rails. But yeah, this is with the focus of it just being mostly unbranded. I'll come and just show you like some of the rails actually down here for a second. So this is the sort of situation that we have at the moment. Like, it's all organised into categories. Now, we haven't done it in sizes yet. If I'm being honest, I said to the ladies, like, I think it's a good idea. I think it would help some sales. But realistically, it's just one of those things that's really difficult to navigate. Because somebody will do this. Imagine it's in small and they're like, oh, that's a nice small. Oh, try it on. Say to the girlfriend, what do you think? Oh, put it back. All of a sudden, a system of like 5 members of staff to build it for a week is just going to become absolutely obsolete. There are some branded in here as well. It's really nice. Like, there's just loads of lovely, like, that's a nice shirt. I love that sort of stuff. There's Jill or Gil. Like, yeah, I'm here for the shirts. I'm here for the style. Here for all of it. And yeah, we've just got our little categories in production. So at the minute, like, my goal, I'm always just like, look, we've got all them bags up there. Let's empty them, get them hung up and get them figured out. Because then it's an empty pile and then we can just work with it. And pour you on morning. So yeah, there's going to be loads and there's going to be lots of options for people. And hopefully, we have some good weather so that they can get some good bits. But yeah, this is exactly how being sustainable is, what it's like all about. It's like all of this stuff I couldn't really sell on live streams. I could sell this all individually on eBay, Vintage Depop, and I could do that whole process. It would require basically this whole team I've got to be gone and to have a new team of people who would be working on the uploading and stuff. But I really, let me turn it around. Hang on and let me turn it around on like 2 of the most popular things I say on there. I really like this new system. It essentially helps us to work smart. It realistically allows me to go about my business and do stuff. For the longest time, one of the big points about like what we do, or what we did, is that I was fixed to being here all the time. I was like fixed to being here all of the time, helping all of the production. Probably a bit of a control issue by my own accord, but like this just allows us to like work on different things and me to work on other different things. Most importantly, I know this sounds like a real selfish thing, but it's so true. But like, if the health of my mind towards this is positive as a result of the other things I do, then it allows me to continue doing this with a positive mind. If as a result of doing like this, I'm unable to do the things that I want to enjoy, then as a result of not being to do what I want to enjoy, I'm not going to enjoy putting in energy to this. And that's kind of like where the balance of it is all sitting right now. Like, happy with all things trickling along, and really hope that the kilo sale goes well. But yeah, the goal is still content. The goal is still to go in that direction as a big part of it, and that is what I'm doing now. So let me get, I thought that was someone just there. It's not. But yeah, we are going to get this one underway. Turn the music back up for them. And yeah, should be going to 62% charge. Oh, not there yet. Oh mate, I love that. You know, you drop the AirPod case and they just both just like scramble as fast as possible. So the time is 12:20. We're going a little bit later than planned. I had this moment where Marge was just like, Parcel Force is coming at 3 o'clock. Messaged him and he's like, I'm coming at 2. And I was like, can you come earlier? And he's like, no. So I just had to go and drop it off somewhere because I was thinking, these are the sort of like silly little daft obstacles you come into contact with, right? Where it's like, they're real obstacles. Shout out to the builders up there. They're just flipping singing. I tell you, the sun brings out good vibes, doesn't it? 666. So yeah, the plan of action, the POA is literally to go to Rugby, do these charity shops. But yeah, basically I've sorted out all my situations, so I don't have to do anything other than just go and enjoy it. And yeah, I've done a different look as well. So I've actually gone for these like super baggy trousers. The thing is, as well as a part of it, is it's like, how do I say it? It's some part of like the content that I'm making as well is to not draw attention to myself, but also just do something where people, like I'm about to go to an area where most people are going to be drinking beers with their tops off shouting England, and I'm going to look like this with sliders on, and I'll have an even baggier beige jumper. So it's not to be an attention seeker, but hopefully somebody shouts something at me that I get on camera, because that's... Mate, he's living his flipping movie. Let's flip and get to Rugby. Okay, welcome to the concrete jungle that is, well, it is Rugby. So I'm just literally here now. Flares are on deck. I've done that thing where I'm trying to pull them up a little bit, just because. But again, this is something else you can notice about an area, not about the, I mean, it is a look still. I think it'd be wicked to get in there and film, but boarded up right at the front door lets you know what this building is. Oh, they're working on it though, look. Good to see him in it, look. See him working on it. No, anyway, I was going to say, you can always tell an area by how cheap you can get parking. 3 hours for £1. 3 hours for £1, flipping heck. I don't know whether they're trying to encourage you to stay here or incentivize people that do want to stay here. Like, no, please stay for at least 3 hours for £1. Anyway, we're going to walk in, and the goal is just literally, I'm going to make, I've decided there's about 10 to 12 charity shops. So I'm going to try and tackle at least 8 of them, ideally all of them, a few antique shops as well, and then what we'll do is, this yellow car looks mad. This is a good car parking space. We've got loads of car parks in it as well. Can you see there's like flipping about 4 more? I think I'm near the town centre anyway. Might not be, that might be why it's cheaper, far out. Anyway, gonna make loads of content, gonna do all the bits. I'm gonna really look at this car set. You know when you say like, I'm not a car person, it's just mad. Right, anyway, I've got to figure out where the charity shops are. They look like they could be up here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna sort of like start to take a little bit of a walk and just see where we go to, because there's literally loads of different spots to go. Nice parks and stuff, who knows, man? Might sit down and have a frappuccino and just flipping live my movie for a minute. But either way, you guys don't want to know that. You guys want to see what I'm looking at. So let me show you what I'm looking at. Everywhere looks nicer in the sun. Like everywhere just looks like a better setting. Up here, it looks like where I'm going to be like the best starting place for a charity shop. It could be a case of either asking people or asking Google. Realistically, I can't be able to ask anyone yet, because I think that the whole point is community and voluntary action. Well, we're off to a good start, because that is a sign of a lot of charity shops in the area. Yeah, see what the crack is, as Window K would say, and just see what we've got knocking about. So some of the intentions I've got for some of the content, like I want to get, I think there's like a burnt out Woolworths here, and I had a bit of success with this Wilco's video yesterday, which kind of tells me that it's not really charity shop related, that I think it's more of like the natural observer content that's doing well. So I I'm always going to go to the charity shops because that's where my expertise sits, but I would like to start breaking into like other bits. Somebody said you should break into like food bits, and I'm like, yeah, definitely at some point. I just know that that is the thing that most people end up doing when they think, oh, if in doubt, do the food, you know, the Bevo effect. Flipping heck. Like, you know, what do people say? His fall off will be studied. Like, look at this guy. He went from like boasting about like how he makes 10 grand a month on TikTok, and like that his dad helped him like with all the marketing scheme. And the donut didn't even realise like that there's no longevity to a system. Like, just did all this talk and he got really shot back. That is Rugby Central. Is that must be a flipping heck. This place looks. Let me just turn it around so you guys can see. It's a beautiful day, but it's an absolute shambles. I do think we're going to be better off just walking up here. Just like, going to ride this one out, go up this way, see what it's saying. It's like, there's just loads popping off anyway. I mean, the weather, I can't see you talking about the weather, but my trousers, I was so close, hang on. I was so close to wearing these like bootleg Stone Island shorts because I thought, oh yeah, this will be a good video. Green Zante Street. I'm just looking at all the shops. This is the thing, when the camera's the other way, I'm looking around in the other way. When it's this way, I'm still looking around. But yeah, we're just looking for the first few. I think I'm like getting into the, I don't want to say the hub of rugby, but somewhere where it's a little bit more built up with all the bits I'm looking for, aka give me those shitty buildings. I think we're going to find a few though, trust me. Mate, just currently realised I've walked the wrong way, but this place, yo, that is really nice. This rugby is a nice spot, and it's kind of mad. I'm the way I need to go back, but like, it's just a nice area. I went into one so far, and it wasn't really giving me. I think I might have mentioned this before actually about when you do videos that are kind of in the charity shops. The issue with it is because I'm making the content and I'm like making the video, filming it in there, and doing all that sort of stuff. The issue I'm finding is it like, if there's ever like music in there or anything like that, I can't really use it or anything. Do you know what I mean? Because like, essentially, I'm not going to be able to do, like, I'm not going to be able to use that clip for what I wanted for, because like, I can't have just like one long running shot. And I think I've mentioned this before. I kind of understand why people do, you know, why people do just like narrations, or they'll do photos, because it's quite difficult to get past the sound in there, especially if you're trying to like have a conversation at the same time. But either way, next one is called Paw Prints Dog Rescue. So this is an animal mix, I think. What on earth does pedestrian stone stopped mean? I mean, does that just mean that there's no shops? People still walking about everywhere. Let's have a little look at the sign, because I have not. To Clifton Road shops, no. Rugby School Museum, Rugby Football Museum. To Railway Terrace shops. I'll be totally honest with you, I have no idea so far. I just went to this other one, and I don't think Google, this is the thing as well, I don't know how accurate Google always is. Sorry Google, I know YouTube's a part of you. No, I just don't know if maybe it's the shops that don't update them quick enough, because I know that when I've ever done Google My Business, you get so many things you can like set up for free, as in so many good features you can use, but at the same time, if you don't use them, I think parts of it expire. You know, like if you have a domain for a website, say through GoDaddy or something, if you don't keep maintaining the update of it, like, it just technically becomes owned by somebody else. So that is what actually happens. Anyway, yeah, just gonna essentially see if one of these roads is gonna lead to some more charity shops, really. And then if it doesn't, I'll be walking back, doing it again. But I will say now, for the record, I've walked so far away from the car that I do hope it just sort of connects back to itself. Yeah, this is one of them things, you know, it's like, I'll come to a new place now and I'm like super excited because I have that like sensory overload where I'm like, there's so many roads. I'm not researching the place massively. I literally just have been here a couple of times. I know that rugby's stacked with things, but it's like if I went to Leicester and then getting dropped off somewhere completely like out of the city centre or completely in a different spot. You'd end up like walking some absolute, you probably end up like just walking so far away from anything that was actually a shop that you'd be like, wait, is this Leicester? So yeah, I've got to trust the process of the fact that I've just done this with no planning. Little random seats just there, because why not? Yo, so literally just got into, I think, 2 back there, and I just went into Headway one as well. So charity shops are good. The woman in here said there's literally like 8 down here, so what I'm going to do is walk down. Went to the other one, hilarious. I think what I'm going to start doing with the charity shops is unlocking new curiosity. I know that that's what I'm becoming with it, and I know that a part of the videos are like me documenting this, but hey, it's kind of funny like doing this. Imagine if like one of these videos, like, do you know what I mean? Like starting this journey of like doing this content, and I don't know, anything cool that happens, I'm just gonna tell you guys. But this might be like an interesting, you have to let me know if you're like, you guys like interested by this part of the story. So we'll just see. I'll tell you what, this is the problem with having a drink of alcohol as well. Not a problem, right? Night in the sun, I'm just thinking, it's a nice day, man. Like, could I just go and have a pint and just like chill out? I don't know why. I don't know why that mindset sits in. I think that just happens sometimes. Either way, we're gonna literally look for as many of these charity shops as possible. I'm assuming they're literally, oh, I don't know. Yo, that car was blue. Let me just turn it around and show you what I'm seeing, because it's quite a views, to be honest. Like, it is nice views. We've got the Squirrel. There's a lot of pubs around here. Like, a lot. I mean, I don't know if this is like their booming business. Oh my God. Look at that building. That's, what on earth? That's wicked. See, these places, like, these just exist. And I don't think the people that live here realise how nice, look how nice that architecture is over there on that building. Just very, very nice. So, we're about in the centre of it. If I'm being honest, I have a feeling we're going to be close to all the charity shops now. Jenny Gold Hairstyle Unisex. Yeah, there's some mad shops just here that we'll find. And we'll see what we find, most importantly. But not too busy out and about. But lots and lots of shops out and about. Like, it might get to a point where I just like ask somebody just straight up, like, is there any charity shops anywhere? And we'll just see. But there's just loads. There's still loads of like walking opportunities, like literally everywhere. Like, I'm thinking there's a track down that one. Tell you what, I'm not going to Google it. I'm going to walk this way, and then I'm going to see. Maybe somebody will know. Excuse me. Do you know where any charity shops are? I mean, is it down that way or this way? Would you have any idea?
Where is it you looking
Charity shops, that sort of stuff. The woman up there told me I could come down here.
You've got the Martin Hospice along there. There you've got one on Albert Regent Street.
Couple down there.
And then you've got a couple down there, and you've got a couple in the town.
Top man, thank you, buddy, appreciate you. Right, sweet as, so that's that. Somebody messaging me on Facebook Marketplace now, how random. So yeah, gonna go and do that. And to be honest with you, I'm pretty sure I just walked down here. Oh, it's really embarrassing. Now he was a town ranger as well. I've never seen a town ranger before, have you guys? Shit. I've just walked this way. I'm going to walk down. This is embarrassing. I'm going to walk back up to the way that once I came, and we'll see what's what. So I'm going to go to this one first, that's up this road. So this one, the first one being 4-minute walk away on this path. So it's like 290 yards in this direction. And we're going to have a little look at this one. I can sense it to be good. Bloody hope so. Flipping hope so, boys and girls. Yeah, tax assist accountants. That's a very specific accountant, tax assist. Tell us what sort of area we might be in. Well, no, but there's a beautiful church. Look at that. What a scene. So, I've just been down this road. I realised, so I'm going to go down there. I tell you right now off the bat, wow, I have no idea where my other van is. Wow, I have no idea where the van is. So that was just in itself is going to be like an experience to find it. You know what I mean? That'd be cool though. Honestly, I've got, how many videos have we got so far? I think I've actually patterned a couple of them. We've got 4 so far. I've got 4 and I need to just find 4 more types of videos. I need to find this Woolworths as well, to be honest with you, because I know that when I see that, I had this thought right when I was driving. I was thinking, this is an interesting one. I'm going to share this one with you actually. Oh, charity shop next. I'm going to share this one with you. So I was thinking, like, basically one of the things I want to do is I've realised where I am now, and I'm in the hot spot of it. I think. I was thinking, you know, when you have a good idea, what makes it a good video or a good bit of content or a good execution is when you don't like deep this sort of authenticity or the intention. I was saying to myself, like, there's this shop that's at Woolworths, and in my head I've probably built it up based on when I last saw it, But if I get there and my gut feeling isn't like this is going to be good, I'm probably not going to execute a video on it. And I just like thought that that's interesting. Like even some videos, the first one I did today, the charity shops, it wasn't the best I did, and I came out of it thinking, yeah, maybe this won't be like a great video. I'll still post it because I did the experience and it's a waste of time not to do it. But I was thinking like, it's kind of interesting to like observe like how well they actually perform based on the gut feeling after finishing filming it. Because I film it all just raw into the camera, so by the end of the filming I will have a gut feeling of whether that one's going to be a good one or not, but only based off the experience I've had. And every time a video's done well, it's always surprised me. So it's like playing games with the social algorithm of things without thinking about it. So without further ado, let's get into this charity shop. And yes, I'm sorry you guys are joining me after the charity shops, but maybe I'll get something and there'll be a nice review on something. Hey, look at this. This is an absolute set. Love this. I'm trying to think where the next is. Charity shops down there. I don't know. I'm gonna have to do the old Google game again, aren't I? In fact, shout out to this like blue car that's coming up, because this one I just saw a minute ago. We're gonna go back over here and I'm gonna have a little look. It's like just a row of like flipping, I was gonna say row of car boots. Yeah, I got car boots on the brain. It was a row of flipping cars parked. But yeah, literally just walking through now. Really hoping that I see some other charity shops. Like look, the space and area here is defo gotta have some. They've got a cafe near us. Let me turn this around. This one's actually an alright view. Ooh, I wonder if they've got charity shops in there. I wonder. Excuse me, my love, do they have charity shops in here? They actually do have a couple in there. Bless you, thank you. Are they all up there?
Yeah, there's some up there.
Yeah.
And then there's some over there.
Yeah.
And then there's some in here. But
So-
there's more up that end.
There's more that way, right? I'm going to hold you to that. Thank you, my love. Right, cool. So we've got a few spots. We've got some in there and some out there. So shout out to all the helpful peeps of rugby. You know what? You can judge an area by how quick someone's willing to help you. Only a few times when I say, do you know any about this? And some people will go, no. Yo, shoes on this building's a bit mad. Look at that, bro. That's mad. Oi, I know I'm close to where this Woolworths is. I've built this up so much, you know how anticlimactic it's going to be when I get there and they've like just knocked it down or done something. I think they might have, to be honest. Because this was an old side of another building. It's literally around this corner if it's still there. I don't know if it is. But I tell you what, some mad buildings in Rugby. Oh no, I think they might have brought it down. Anyway, just have a quick look at this. You like the views? Look, it's just like a nice setting. Look, that's not where I thought it was, the Big W. And I'm not actually just going in search of this now, but I am just walking around. I'm gonna find a few more and see what the crack is. See if it's around this corner and just see what it's saying. Because that's a bit of it when you're kind of like walking around. I'm like, yeah, I could go through Google. Oh, there it is. Sound, we found it. Just had a realization with some of the clips I've just made. Basically, one of the things that a lot of these platforms do is they use the same sentences to kind of like gravitate the attention to the same people. So saying, what can I find in a charity shop? And keep saying that collects the same people. I thought it would be clever. I thought I would be clever and I would actually just say different things. So this is actually almost more of a test because I tried something that was a little bit clever and a bit funnier to see if that actually equates to anything. So that's like an unintentional experiment that I've just executed. Anyway, the time is 2:25. Realistically, because it's an hour's drive, well, it's a 40-minute drive, it's going to be a bit of a journey back, to be fair, like if I leave too late. But I'm honestly thinking I'm going to go and tackle these two in here. I think I've got 7 or 8 videos. I only wanted 8, so I've wanted 8 and I've not managed to find the Woolworths. So I am going to be asking, oh my God, I'm going down this route right now. Don't quote me on it, but I think this is where it is. Don't quote me on it. Anyway, it definitely wasn't where I thought it was, so we're just going to keep it going. But what I'm doing right now, uploading this first one, I think I've got like 3 or 4 filmed on this phone, and then I've got another one. I realise when I do this, people might think like I'm filming this way. You know, I'm holding the camera up to my face. I need to stop. I'm just giving you my live intrusive thoughts. But anyway, I'm going to go to the last 2. I think there's 2, that's it. Look how nice that is as well. It's quite nice. Everywhere looks pretty like, yeah, I'm not even gonna lie, rugby's actually like a banging place. I just think that it's one of those places, right? Like, look at this. How cool this building is. You get like really nice buildings here, You get really, that's a sushi spot. So cool, man. Honestly, this building as well. Oh my God. I know that this building is around here somewhere that you lot need to see, because rugby is actually like a beautiful spot. I'm not even gonna lie to you, like it's actually such a nice spot around here. But I'm sure there's a burnt out wall somewhere. I keep saying it when people walk by, hoping someone will just interrupt me. Nobody's interrupted me yet, obviously. So yeah, but anyway, check out these last two, and then I don't know, man. Go and get a flipping, go and split a G or something. I don't know. Yeah, this one looks a bit mad, doesn't it? Look at this. Right. This definitely feels like you're walking through an airport. This has been designed on airports, you know. I could almost do a video saying, what can I find in an airport charity shop, and people believe me, because this looks well airportish. Oh, that's the one. That's the charity shop, okay. Okay, so this is a bit mad. I've just decided that I'll go live on TikTok while I'm just walking around. I thought I'm gonna be walking around for like half an hour, getting a drink, just chilling out. I'm literally just gonna like connect it to TikTok live, and we'll just see if like there's like, I don't know. You know what I'm like? It's just content for content for content. We've got some of the videos up. I kind of just want to like have a little flutter, like, 'cause I'm just at this point now. Actually, what I'm testing here is the use of this when I'm actually anywhere else, because essentially I'm going to be doing videos when I go and do my little tours, and it'll be in the same capacity. So okay, so I've just had a little sit down for a minute, did a little obviously TikTok live as you saw. Now I'm just thinking, I'm trying to walk, trying to figure out where on earth I actually came from. I'm pretty sure this weather's banging though, bro. This is weather's banging. I'm wearing a jumper right now. I need to just sort this out. Hang on. I mean, look at this sort of like space. It's so nice around here. I know that I've said this like for a lot of this video, but genuinely, like, it's really nice. I'm currently in the mindset of going which way did I actually come from. So this isn't ideal, but it is what it is. Okay, so typically for me, I know that the reason why, yeah, I got a restriction on that live I did. I don't know if you get restrictions on live if you're in bad areas of like signal, but less about that and more about where I'm going. I'm currently looking for the place that I'm going to go. Dangerous driving behaviour. Oh goodness me, fair enough. Yeah, that was a different turn of events with that one. Anyway, I'm literally currently looking for where on earth the car is. We finished with a few videos in the locker. Yeah, I got 7 videos. I did 8. That was the intention, to do 8. And I think I'm gonna have to Google it. But some of the buildings around here are so nice. And you know what? I need to just be a minute off my phone and appreciate like just the day, because I'm currently just sat on my phone, glued to it. All right, I know how I said that I was gonna go off this and just carry on, but I feel like today is going to be a bit more, you know what? I've just had an idea. Okay, so I literally just bought this jumper, right? And it's just made me think, let me just show you some different perspectives that it can look like on different floors, because this is exactly what I would normally do when I was out and about. Not going to charity shops, but like with any item of clothing, I would do things like this. So what I'm doing right now is I'm about to lay this out and show you exactly how this looks. Cool, okay? Now, when I always used to think of perspective when I was out and about, whenever it was a nice day, I'd always be like, how can I captivate on something? And this might be more of like an editorial photo, but I used to absolutely adore this sort of like altered perspective, because you see, like, you know how the shadows just sits on it. It's such a nice thing. Thinking, what's he doing with that item of clothing on the floor? I know, I look daft. But this line of shadowing just there, it creates this real good different perspective. And this is what it's all about, especially when you're taking photos outside. Yeah, I look a bit funny, I know. So yeah, that's what it's all about. She's laughing, she's going, yeah, it does. I need to not say that on everybody classes, it's just a little bit cringe in respect. But what I wanted to do is just trying to show you, like, look, the lighting that you've got is beautiful. And I know that this isn't a permitted thing, but let me just show you this. Now, I want Now, what I want it to be noted is here, it's just a different perspective of how they look. See, the reason why I think that whenever you find little perspectives like this, you could do this with an item of clothing that you're literally wearing. You could take it off and have a look at a perspective. You could see how it looks in direct sunlight. You could pull it into a bit of the shade. You could see how it looks on green. You could see how it looks on grey. You could see how it looks with a bit of a split. Now, that is what the art of photography is all about. It's about literally taking a moment to go, this looks like a cool perspective based on a situation of where I'm at. Let me gravitate towards this, capture it right now. And I'll tell you right now, for nothing, I could probably put that on a story or a post like that, and it would be successful. It would connect with an audience because people that know essentially what's going on with it. So look, I'm gonna do that as that. I'm literally gonna just take photos like that and show you a little perspective. Like, I love stuff like that. Live as well, whatever that means. Yeah, anyway, less about that and more about other things. I just wanted to capture just a moment of this. That jumper's got warm so quick. I think it was telling me down this way anyway. So let's have a little look. Yeah, it was. But this is what it's all about. Like, the thing is like, the reason why being creative is all about just putting yourself in that mindset all the time is, do you want to know something really mad? I'm going to tell you anyway. So, you know, in the upbuild of like this sort of content, like a lot of people will think that like the charity shop content and stuff was all like not premeditated, but like it was pre-planned, like there was an agenda for it. What I'm trying to get to is a point that I needed to get to. Hang on, just looking at that. The Merchant's Inn. Somebody told me about that one.
Yes, I do. Nice seeing you.
Oh really? So it's literally you go in there and you go in that pub garden.
Yeah, I'm pretty certain that beer garden belongs
It's connected to that one.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm
mate.
100% actually.
He's 100%
I'm
okay.
100%. That doesn't mean it's right.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's a lady in there actually. I think she would maybe work in the...
She's gonna probably know, isn't she?
Yeah, no, the Merchants.
The Merchants, it's in through that one. Oh, sweet.
Yeah, there it is.
I'll have a look. Appreciate it, brother. Thank you very much. Right, we'll go there. Sorry, that was the point I was just going to get to. I just wanted to ask him because I think I might just have a little flutter before I go. Basically, what I mean about like the sort of the premeditated nature is there was one point in the last few months, where every single situation that I was doing in my life, whether it was going out with a friend for a walk, whether it was seeing Marge, whether it was experiencing anything, I looked at my life as how could I captivate any part of content from it. Like, I didn't just think, you know, like how a lot of people will be like, you do a job and it's like, oh no, but this is my job and this is what I do afterwards. I don't do this after this, da 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 da. It makes sense, but like, realistically, where you get growth is sort of going, there's no rules, there's no laws. I might just flip in and go, excuse me, is that the Merchants Inn pub to get a pint in there?
Yeah, so in there.
In this one?
Yeah, and this is go.
Perfect, sweet as. No, I'm going to do that now. But yeah, I kind of made a commitment to say that any part of my life has the opportunity to be on camera. And I think as a result of that mindset, it opened up the possibility of anything happening. Anyway, just going to go into this pub now because I don't know what's becoming of me. I think it's just the sun. This is the thing, the sun and being on your own, like just out and about. I'm not trying to have a flipping coffee right now, clearly. I don't know, is this a new me? It's definitely not a new me. It doesn't make me feel good, but the sun's out. This is the mindset. And also, societal norms. I'm not going to go into it right now, but societal norms, real thing. Tell you what, 2 minutes of sitting in a pub, why am I just there like speaking to a woman for like ages? 2 minutes, I haven't spoken to her. And she's just like, you know, have it, you like speak to someone and she's talking about the football and you're like, yeah, they can all go and watch the football. I don't know why, because it's one of them things I put on and like lose attention of in like 4 seconds. Like just genuinely just happens like very quickly. But you know what? Gonna head home. It was a successful little trip out. This is honestly like what I want to do more of. Just coming outside, experiencing a little bit of something else. Just having fun in this moment of just like, I don't know, like, do you know what I mean? Like there's no rhyme, no reason, no rules. The day's gone in a little bit of a different take. What's this? The day's gone in a little bit of a different turn to what I anticipated, in a sense where I wasn't really sure what I was anticipating. Oh man, this is the part of me, honestly. This is why I'm looking forward to just going away for a week. Like, because I'm here in a moment. Modern day Jesus, someone's just sent me a message. Shout out to Boz, man. Yeah, so I'm just literally walking where I think is hopefully the car. I don't know, but yeah, whatever the point was, I I thought the video might be a bit different today. Like I wasn't sure how much this was going to be, but it just so happens to be this amount. But no, this is really motivating me in the way of like, man, I just want to like go and explore. Because if I didn't have to go back to do anything, I'd just be here. Do you know what I mean? Like just doing bits. So yeah. Do you know what the beauty is about speaking to people? Is that if you just speak to people, they'll just actually like help you. Like what I notice is like a lot of the time we'll be in these situations where we're just out and about, and the biggest like stigma people have is they're like, oh, I don't want to like say anything, I don't want to draw attention to myself, I don't want to look like I don't know what I'm doing or don't know where I am. But the reality is if you just ask someone and you go, hey, I don't know where I am, like, do you fancy like help me out? Somebody has like two options to go piss off or help you, and most time people just help you. So yeah, unfortunately I forgot 90% of what he said, but that's just my own ignorance with not listening. Although I've just seen the Asda, and he says when you see Asda, keep going. And Asda's just there, so I'll keep going. So yeah, I'm gonna get back. It's literally a 45-minute drive, but honestly, this is what I was gonna say a minute ago. This is what I'm like looking forward to about a part of going away. I say going away, it's just like there's not really any rules. Like don't get me wrong, I'm not really one of them people that's like, oh my god, I'm so wild, I flipping like spilt a cookie mix on me, like just out of banter. Like it's not shit like that, but like I don't know what that point was either, but like I want to just like go somewhere, I want to have some fun, I want to be honest with you, I want to like just like go somewhere, do the charity shops, and then go to like some random bingos and bits and just meet some flipping people. I want to meet some random people, because I think that like it's the people that just like there was a conversation I just had with a woman just then when I sat down for a drink, and I was just chatting to her for a minute, and you know when you just like speak to somebody for literally a minute or 2 minutes, it's just like an overall nice organic vibe. I don't know, it's a hippie spends in full effect. I told you I've got Jesus sandals on according to most people, so he did say when you see this turn left or right, I can't remember which one he said, but all I know is it's not a lot. I think I'm going straight up. If I'm not going straight up, I'm going somewhere else, we'll see. One of my actual things I was going to do was I was going to check the footage, which I thought, you know what, this is one of the other things that's like a saving grace with this content, is because I'm filming a lot of the stuff, I can just capture it. I don't know if it's down there or not. So essentially I know what building I'm looking for and what I'm not looking for. And just like that, we are back and we are here. We are back at the home ground. The home ground, wow, I'm not in the football spirit. Why did I say home ground? I'm actually about to go to the gym. Video's been edited, it is up, ready to go live. Day 208, 209. Good vibes, man. Good vibes. I haven't really got much else to add other than just I'd like to get to the gym before the end of football ends and people go, oh, that was a rubbish game, I'll go to the gym, because I'm actually trying to avoid those people altogether by going to the gym. Guys, good day. Tomorrow we've got a bit of hand picking with me and Marge, and then I'm literally going to, after the hand pick, I'm going to be getting prepared for the kilo sale. Because the kilo sale is literally tomorrow. Not tomorrow, the kilo sale is literally on Saturday, and me and Marge need to just finish it off. Guys, stay safe, stay sustainable, keep doing you, and I will see you tomorrow for another bit of business, another bit of whatever this is, another bit of these videos that just, I was thinking this earlier on, I was like, whatever changes happen, by doing it on a day-to-day, you literally see each like incremental idea turn into that thought. This is actually very interesting to see how things will play out in any scheme of things. So catch you tomorrow for a whole lot of who knows what. Big up.